Today we have a new patch for Epic 7, as you guys can see on your screen here, that will be on the 26th of October after the maintenance. And from the summary, you guys can see that we have the Advent Side Story rerunning, Kiss of Frost, if you guys remember that. Basically a late game area of content for PvE where you have to fight a boss, and it will drop you a lot of modification gems, mostly Mulgora, and just a pretty good way to dump your energy if you have good units built for PvE. We also have 3 new 3-star units for the episode 5. We also have 2 exclusive equipments for Ken and Arunka, as you guys can see here. Both these units kind of need a little bit of help right now. Both are very niche, kind of usable, but hopefully these exclusive equipments will actually make them more useful. And we also have the Epic 7 World Championship Champion Ring distribution. Similar to last year, the stats are the same, and you will be able to get a free perfect piece of gear essentially. And also we're going to have some small UI improvements, and we're also going to talk about the banners for Covenant and also Mystic, as well as the coin shop being updated. But basically you can see here that the Advent Side Story will be running from the 2nd of November until the 16th of November for 2 weeks. And if it's the same as last side story, we'll get some pretty good rewards. So if we actually look at the last time this side story ran, Kiss of Frost, which was 2 years ago, you're going to see that there are 3 difficulties: Hard, Hell, and Epic Hell, which is going to be pretty much for late game players. You'll see the main reward here is going to be these light connection bookmarks, which can be used in the element summon for 3, 4-star, or even 5-star light unit. And also there's going to be those modification gems, which everyone needs more of. And basically from Hard and Hell, the 2 easier game modes, you're going to get these White Snake Scales. And from Epic Hell, you get these White Snake Scales with White Snake Fangs, which you can see will be used for better stuff in the shop. Now, Epic Hell will only be really clearable by late game players, so even if you can't clear it, it is fine. Just make sure you buy out the good important stuff from the shop, which we'll talk about. But basically the way this Advent Side Story works is you need 3 teams. If you stack the same element, you'll get extra bonuses. Each phase of the boss will actually have different mechanics, and we'll be posting guides on the channel when this starts running. And there's also some one-shot teams if you're in the late game to make this more easier. But as long as you can actually just clear it on auto, at least like Hell, and you can manual through Epic Hell, you should be good to go. Even if you can't go through Epic Hell, like I said, still recommend going through Hell, because in the story you'll see for those shards, you can get Mulgora, you can get Epic Charms, you can get Reforged Material Selection Chests, which are very good, and also bookmarks. Now with those fangs, the best things you can get are these light connections. These will make it so that you can summon 1 time in the element summon, so have a chance at a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star light unit. Most likely will be a 3-star, but hopefully you get a 5-star, you know. You'll get the last one from the reputation tab here, so you'll total up to 5 of these bookmarks, which will equal 1 summon, and the rest of these fangs will go into these modification selection chests, which you can never get too many of, and they're very useful no matter what stage you are in the game. And yeah, this side story is pretty cool. Definitely recommend doing it. It's not really suitable for beginners, so even if you can't do this, it is fine. It's just similar to other side stories, except that you get Reforged Material Selection Chests, honestly. And if you are in the late game, you can get these light connections and modification gems. So yeah, very good area to dump your energy once this releases. I'll be putting up guides once it is out. Now looking at the 3-star units, we have a new Fire Knight, as you guys just saw. We just skipped over very quickly, but it is Claudia. The skills will be released in a bit when the update comes out. We also have Amiki, an Ice Warrior, and then we will also have another 3-star unit, Earth Thief Ezra. So honestly, I think these units will probably be for PvE. Usually Smilegate likes to make 3-star units for PvE, but maybe they'll be good in PvP. We'll see. It's hard to make 3-stars good in PvP unless they have specialty changes because their base stats are so low. Now we have exclusive equipment here. We have Fire Ken. He's getting increased defense break chance on his S1, which will be very good for Rift if you're using him there. I might actually build my Ken for Rift now because he might be really good there. He already is very good, but he'll definitely be better with this extra defense break chance. Next we have S2, which will trigger a dual attack from the ally with the highest attack, which is insane because his S2 can defense break as well, so it'll work like Aros's S2. Then S3, which will give him healing when he uses his S3, which mostly be used for PvP, I believe. So I think this is very good. Ken will be super powerful in PvE now, especially because of his extra defense break chance on his S1, but mostly because of his S2 triggering a dual attack, which is going to be insane. And also you'll get critical hit chance, which is one of the best stats from exclusive equipments. It'll make him a lot easier to build for PvE and PvP. I think this is a great exclusive equipment for Ken. The next exclusive equipment is for Arunka. So we'll see that her S1 will have increased bleeding chance, will be pretty good for PvE. And then we have her S3 will have increased damage, or will get a CR push by 30% after she uses it, which will be very good for cycling her S3 when she kills a unit with barriers. Also, I think the biggest thing about this is her exclusive equipment's main stat is speed. And speed exclusive equipments are very important, and because Arunka wants to cycle pretty quickly, this will work very well with her kit and make her a lot easier to gear. I think this is also a pretty good exclusive equipment for her, especially for like Guild Wars offense where she's already pretty strong. Besides that though, I don't think she'll be too useful in PvP. I think she's just getting a buff to a niche which she's already good at, which is Guild Wars offense, because her inflict bleeding chances for PvE, her increased damage on her S3, although it's nice, it's not really needed. Her S3 already hits like a truck, and the CR push doesn't really do anything in RTA because she'll still die. But in Guild Wars offense, it'll make your offenses more smoother, definitely, and more quicker. So I think this is a okay exclusive equipment, nothing too crazy, nothing comparable to Ken's that we just saw. Next, we see that Epic 7 World Championship ring will be available starting basically after the maintenance until May 23rd. So make sure you pick it up. The way you pick it up is you go to the World Arena tab, click Hall of Fame, and then you'll see the Epic 7 World Championship ring. Just receive it and you'll be able to actually just enhance it right away. Can't be reforged obviously because it's 88, but the substats are amazing and it's basically going to be a perfect piece of gear, and you just gotta pray for high rolls, and I definitely hope that mine rolls as well, and I'll probably roll it on a video so you guys can see what mine ends up being. Now for a QL change, not really huge, but basically instead of having to manually put the slider to 125 or 100 for your charms in Alchemist Steeple, you can just check the box and it'll do it automatically. Saves you like 1 or 2 clicks. I don't think this is really the best UI change. It's okay. It's definitely going to help us in quality of life areas, but I think there's way better like changes that they could have done for QL, but I guess they're just putting this just cuz. And then we're going to see that there are new banners running, right? We have Destina after the maintenance, which is one of the best soul weavers in the game for PvP, especially for turn 2 players. And then we also will have Kayron, who will be running on the 2nd of November, who is a pretty decent cleave counter, and Shepherd of the Hollow is Aiden's best artifact, one of the best artifacts, if not the best, so it's very good to actually have that for her, even at plus 15. We'll also have Kayron alongside Bologna, who's pretty good for PvE and Nightmare Raid, and also she has her artifact, Iron Fan, which might get buffed in the future, pretty terrible, but yeah. Also, we have the Mystic Summon rotation. This is probably what you guys are waiting for. We have Abyssal Euphine with Bad Cat Armin. I'm definitely going to try to pull for her. I don't have enough to pity, but if I do pull her, I'll definitely use her. She looks pretty cool. I don't think she'll be super OP, but she definitely looks like she's very fun to use. And then we'll also have the Coin Shop rotation rotating. You'll see we have Commander Pavel, Desert Jewel Bazaar, and Fallen Cecilia. Kind of meh units, to be honest, for the rotation. And then for the RGB, we have Kisei, Olensi, and Celine. Also all kind of meh, so nothing really too amazing. Kind of in the waiting room for Zio. I'm kind of waiting for Zio to run in the Coin Shop rotation because I don't have Zio, but I have the coins to get him. So hopefully he runs soon because I really want to use Zio ASAP. So yeah, basically that's the patch, guys. Nothing too crazy. I think the biggest thing is probably going to be that there is the admin side story coming out, right? And then we also have 3 new units here. Maybe they'll be good for PvE. And then I think Ken's exclusive equipment is very nice, especially because we have the Rift Fire season going on right now. If you're using Ken already, it'll make your team even better. And then we also have the ring, which we've been all waiting for, finally coming out, and definitely excited to start enhancing and start using. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this patch though, guys. If you guys want to see more updates like this, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.